nating lahat ito. Kaya maraming nagugutom, naghihirap at namamatay dahil sariling interes at hindi kapakanan ng Pilipino ang #1 priority ng mga nasa poder. Ang kawalan ng maayos na pamamahala ang ugat ng ating maraming mga problema. At ito ang kailangang wakasan. At kung gusto nating tunay na makalaya sa ganitong sitwasyon, hindi lang apelyido ng mga nasa poder yung dapat palitan. Yung korupsyon, yung incompetence, yung kawalan ng malasakit, kailangan palitan ng matino at mahusay na pamumuno. Handa dapat tayong iwaksin ng buong-buo ang mga agenda, ang mga interes, ang mismong mga tao at klase ng politika na sanhi ng pinagdaraanan ng bansa natin ngayon. Kung hindi ka lilinya ng malinaw, kung makikipagkompromiso ka, kung hindi mo man lang kayang sabihin na mali ang mali, na kaninong panig ka ba talaga? Malinaw kung nasaan ako. Nasa panig tayo ng mga sinasagadang lahat para iraos ang sarili, ang pamilya, ang kapwa mula sa pandemyang ito. Iba-iba man ang konteksto natin, pamilyar sa ating lahat ang pakiramdam ng pagiging nasa laylayan. Ang paghahanap ng makakapitan. Yung handa kang pumatok sa kahit saang pintuan. Yung halos isigaw mo sa kahit sinong makakarinig, tulong, buong-buo ang loob ko ngayon. Kailangan nating palayain ang sarili mula sa kasalukuyang sitwasyon. Lalaban ako. Lalaban tayo.
The Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Charles Lejano. Just hours after announcing her presidential bid, Vice President Leni Robredo is now set to file her certificate of candidacy this afternoon. To give us more updates on day 7 of COC filing, we now have JC Cosico. He's reporting to us live from Pasay. Good afternoon, JC. What's the latest? We're going to try to circle back to JC in a bit. Meanwhile, presidential daughter and Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte has again rejected calls to run for president in 2022. In a statement, Sara admitted that it was a difficult decision to abstain from gunning for a higher position in next year's polls. Sara says that for now, she wants to finish her possible third and final term as mayor of Davao City. The younger Duterte also told her supporters that she will continue to serve her country, with or without becoming president. Meanwhile, the party of late Senator Miriam Santiago says that they're still hoping that Sara will run in 2022, as she is the only potential candidate that they're willing to support. But if Sara declines her nomination, the People's Reform Party says the party's leadership will have to choose another presidential candidate. The party also denied that they will use a substitution tactic to make way for Sara's candidacy if she decides to run after the filing of COCs.
I think Mayor Sara, if she decides to do it, she will do it. But to talk to a party and say, "Uy, kunwari ganitong gagawin mo," I don't think it's in Mayor Sara's style. She's always very forthright, no? So sa amin, sa PRP, basta maghihintay na lang kami. I mean, we're not a very aggressive party.
Former Vice President Noli de Castro has joined Isko Moreno's Aksyon Demokratiko. The veteran news anchor will run as senator under the Moreno-Ong tandem. And he says he wants to focus on housing programs and to extend his brand of public service to as many Filipinos as possible. De Castro adds there's only so much that he could do as a broadcaster, so he wants to once again secure a seat in the Senate. We'll be back with more stories after a quick break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Charles Lejano. Circling back to our top story, Vice President Leni Robredo is now set to file her certificate of candidacy this afternoon. To give us more updates on day 7 of the COC filing, we now have JC Cosico on the line from Pasay. JC, good afternoon. What's the latest?
Charles, Vice President Robredo is indeed expected to file her COC for President at 3 p.m. today. Other big names lost in previous elections are also eyeing to make a political comeback as they file their candidacy this morning. Former Bayan Munal Chair Neri Colmenares once again tries his luck at the Senate. Should he win in the coming polls, Colmenares says one of his focuses will be pandemic response. Like Colmenares, Attorney Shell Diokno also lost in the Senate race in the 2019 polls. He says justice will be within reach should he win in next year's elections. Former Vice President BINAY is also hoping to stage a comeback as he filed his COC for senator under the United Nationalist Alliance. BINAY lost his presidential and congressional bids in 2016 and 2019 respectively. As of 12 noon, 6 presidential aspirants have filed their COC today, 4 for vice president, 13 for senators, and 20 for party list groups. Among the party list groups that filed their CONA for re-election is Bayan Muna party list. Charles, by 5 p.m. tomorrow, the COMELEC said that those waiting in line 30 meters from the queuing area will still be accommodated. The last day to file a request for correction of typographical errors will be on November 8, 2021, while the tentative list of candidates will be out on October 29. Back to you.
Thanks for those updates. That was JC Cosico reporting live from Pasay. A record number of Chinese flights entered the Taiwan air defense zone And this comes after a large exercise conducted by American allies. Let's watch this report from Bloomberg Quick Take.
目前眼前状对我们军方来讲的话，我只跟委员报告，是我从军以来40多年以来看到真的是最严峻的时候。要翻台的话，他目前有这能力的，都有的，但要看怎么一个结局。所以我们不做任何挑衅但是说把他激怒了，就跟我们人一样，你把我激怒了，我手上能力我也会发挥出来。所以2025是我们研判要全面我们这样研判的。
Well, China has, I've spoken with Xi about Taiwan. We agree we'll abide by the Taiwan agreement. That's where we are. And we made it clear that I don't think he should be doing anything other than abiding by the agreement.
Here's a quick look at some of today's headlines. Vice President Leni Robredo confirms that she will run for president in next year's polls. President Duterte says he's not withdrawing his memorandum, barring cabinet officials from attending Senate proceedings. And Magnolia and TNT are now leading 2-0 in their respective best-of-7 semi-series in the PBA Philippine Cup. And those are the top stories at this hour. Join us again later at 2 p.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com so you can stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Charles Lejano. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.